Okay, so this is going to be another or choose a pile type reading, pick a pile, whatever you want to call it. So the theme of this one is the person that you are thinking of. What will they bring to you? Okay, so for better or for worse or both or what have you, you know. So what is it that they will bring to you? So I'm going to place this down here. Go ahead and take your time because I'm a fan of giving this a little bit of time for you guys. I'll stop talking here and in just a moment as soon as I number them for you and give you plenty of time to decide which one you would like. So this will be pile number 1, this will be pile number 2, this will be pile number 3, and this will be pile number 4. So I will link the timestamp in the comments below. Go ahead and take your time now. I'm going to give it at least 10 seconds, but maybe a little longer. Okay. Okay, all right, so let's get started. So if you chose pile number 1, we'll take a look at that first. Let me just kind of move these to the side. Okay. Okay. Okay, so if you chose pile number 1, we have the 5 of Swords and the 2 of Wands here. So I feel like this person will give you a lot of insight into something that has built up, like you might have some sort of like, a lot of times with the 5 of Swords, you're not even aware of this, but you might have some sort of built up angers or resentments. And even the most calmest and chillest people can, feel this way. So like, for instance, I'm a pretty easygoing person myself. Like my personality is pretty easygoing, and like I'm pretty good at seeing both sides of a situation, and I'm definitely not a person to hold grudges and things like that, because I see the inner workings of stuff, and then I got to look at the good things that they did, that kind of deal. So I'm pretty good at that. So I don't really consider myself like holding a lot of anger or resentments or what have you. But there are times when I recognize something within myself and I'm like, ooh, yeah, wow, I guess that is an issue. So a lot of times, people don't realize that they actually do have these like kind of hidden angers or built up resentments of something. And I feel like the person that you are dealing with is somehow will give you insight into this, like what it is that, and maybe that could be a good thing or a bad thing, because it may be that they like bring this out in you, because again, we're talking about like I've talked about in a couple of my videos about mirroring each other. So that could be for better or for worse. If it's on the higher segment, then it means they might be able to give you insight into things that have been holding you back, or old resentments that need to be put to rest, or inner anger that you might feel. Maybe there's some kind of bitterness or angers that you weren't even like really in touch with, but somehow this person gives you insight into that. But again, on the negative, it could be because they are distributing those qualities and you see them in them, and that gives you insight into it in that way, because it's like reflecting. So it could be that energy too. But what's interesting is here, you definitely have a lot of like physical type cards here. You have door to romance and man holding a heart. So I think too with this, I think this person brings you romance. Okay, we have door to romance and man holding a heart. So, I think that they, if you're maybe like maybe you've been hurt a lot before, and maybe you have some like inner angers about things, or also swords can be fears and blockages and anxieties and things of that nature also. So this person, maybe through their romantic nature, might be bringing that type of energy towards you, like to soften things. Okay, so I do feel that. Or again, it could just be insight, like if they're not the romantic type at all and you're like, oh, yeah, if only, then it could be like giving you that insight that this is what's making you angry, you know, because they're not showing their romantic side, they're not showing their emotions, and that gives you insight into that. So this is what they're bringing to you. So, but mostly I feel like they are bringing romance in some way or another. I do feel that. Now with extremes and blessed and yes, this is a really important card because this says yes, just say yes. Okay, so, and that's kind of what I feel here with the extremes card, because the extremes card to me is a card of really, really, really like deep sensuality, all right, or exploring other sides of like sexual type activity. Okay, so I'm not saying you guys need to go, you know, dive into heavy S&M or heavy, you know, or like so sensual, you know, all the candles and the, you know, I'm not saying that, but it is a card of extremes. So I feel like there's like this romance here, okay, and that's nice and that's sweet and all of those things. But I feel like there's something here to kicking it up a notch where it's more of a like a big soul connection, you know, where it's more extreme than just about like romance. So I feel this is what they bring to you. All right, so maybe you are the romantic person and they are bringing you more what do I want to say, like raw passion and a little bit, not necessarily animalistic, you know, but just more of that raw kind of passion, I feel. And I think that you kind of need to surrender into this instead of needing for everything to be so romantic and like a sweeping saga, okay? Or, again, this could be turned around, all right? With the card of blessed, I do feel like this is good. I think that there's, you know, there's definitely a blessing here, and I think that they're going to show you, like, I think extremism is good in this particular, like, they're going to bring you some form of extreme passion in some way, and I feel like it's going to give you insight into leaving behind a lot of anxieties and possibly, like I said, hidden angers about things from a long time ago, stuff like that. So mostly I feel it's positive. I feel like this person is bringing you through through their sexual nature or their passionate nature, through that as their vehicle. I feel like they are like helping you gain insight into things and kind of, you need to just open up to this, even if it's a little bit different than what you're used to. And I feel like there's a blessing, you know, in here in some way. So that is for number 1. Okay, so if you chose pile number 2, this person, what are they bringing towards you? Okay. Kind of put that there. Okay. Okay, so with this one, we have the Chariot and the Knight of Cups here. So definitely could be dealing with a water sign, possibly Cancer, also because of the Chariot card with the cups. But it doesn't matter what the sign is. But what I do feel this person is bringing you is they're bringing you some sort of some offer of some sort. I feel something that is sincere. All right, it's like they want to like move forward with you in like a more cosmic way is what I feel with the Chariot card. The Chariot card to me is a very cosmic type of card, and it's like bringing together the negative and the positive and making it work somehow. You know, that's the way I look at the Chariot card. And I feel like this person, like, they want to offer you something, so they're bringing you something, and it is sincere. So whatever they are offering or whatever they are saying, so like, for instance, I get a lot of questions like on my lives and stuff like, is so-and-so sincere? Or what really is so-and-so's intent with me, and things like that. So if it's like, if those are the types of things you are wondering, I feel it is sincere, okay, from this person. Also, there is something here about a journey, because we do have the Chariot card and we have the card of journey. So there could be something here like a trip, you know, or something. Maybe you guys like go off on like a Maybe they're offering you to like go away with them or something like that. Again, I feel it's sincere with journey, but more than that, let's look deeper because journey is like a journey. It's even. I only mention that because of the Chariot and this, but both of these cards are more like cosmic. So it could. This is like they're bringing you a journey. Like things will not be the same. You're partaking. Onto like a trip of some sort where there's all these different directions and you're not exactly sure where this is going, but they are going to take you on a journey for sure. But I do have a card of mending, so I think that's really beautiful, and it could be that possibly you guys were like you have past life connections, and possibly you were siblings or something in a past life. I know that sounds creepy, sorry, but that's I'm just saying. Or like really good friends when in like a different life. Like I feel like these two like children, they're kind of like very like angelic and childlike in a sense, and the card is mending. So I feel like there's something here that they both have wings that you guys are mending or working towards. So I feel like they are bringing you this sort of healing opportunity is what I feel they are bringing you. They're bringing you like on this new journey is what I see, and especially with this yin and yang card. So I think that's fantastic. This is some sort of like balance. I mean, that's what they're bringing you. This is fantastic. It's the feminine force, the male force, the masculine force. It's harmony, balance. Again, we have that here. The yin and the yang, kind of pictured here as well with the charioteer driving force, right? So I feel like there's a lot of good things that this person is bringing forth. Okay. We also have break the chain, which I think this is fantastic too. Break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing and rewriting the future. So there's something very cosmic about this reading and very healing, very, very, very healing and very beneficial. So if you picked this pile, I feel that the person that you are thinking of is bringing you very sincere things that there's this might be their path. Maybe there's something that from a past life or something that needed mending, or maybe they just sense that you need something mended within your life or something, and they can help, and they know how to do this for you. That could be too. You have the card of surrender, and it is facing towards the breaking the chain card. So I feel like this, since it's looking onto this, it's saying surrender, break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, and rewriting the future. So I think it's very important that you need to surrender to this type of energy. That there might be a reason that is there, because maybe you find this relationship difficult or challenging, or maybe there's something about, it does say ancestral patterns. Maybe there's something about your cultures or something like that come into play here. But there is healing again here written on this card, and breaking the chain. You need to surrender to whatever like different way, well, you don't have to, but I'm just saying that's what the cards are showing. But whatever different way that this person deals with things, I feel like it's like kind of surrender to the process of rewriting the future of things. Okay. And then, we're asking what this person brings to you. And we have the card of warrior woman. Okay. And it says, have you answered your deepest calling? So again, I feel like this person is here like purposely to help you on your journey, and to be a part of that, and to show you that you are a warrior, and how strong you are, and help you identify your deepest calling also. So I think it's very positive. I think it's a very, very good positive reading. Yay. All right. Okay, pile number 3. So if you chose pile number 3, okay. So, pile number 3, again, a very nice positive one. Okay, so this person, okay, so we do have the Sun card here, so it's possible, like maybe if they are a Leo or you are a Leo, that could be with the Sun card here. But we also have the Queen of Cups, so there could be like a water sign involved. And then we also have the Star card, which is the sign of Aquarius. So it could just be all of those qualities that this person is bringing to you. So they're bringing you the qualities of the Sun, you know, that the boldness, Leo, that sort of energy. They're also bringing you the Queen of Cups, which is more learning to control the emotions and that sort of energy. And then also the Star card, which is Aquarian energy and that sort of guidance and more broader picture of things. So that could be also. Mostly though, like this person, they are bringing you something very nice. Okay. Because the Sun is, I mean, we have 2 stars here, right? We have the Sun and we have the Star card. So this is happiness, this is bold, this is renewal, this is growth. It's fantastic. The Star is healing, it's ethereal healing, it's healing on a different level. It's in order for you to, you know, we call it like have your wishes come true or what have you, but it's more deeper than that. Okay, so it's healing on a very ethereal level that can bring the healing needed to have your wishes and so forth come forward. Now the Queen of Cups, this could be a person, this could be them, this could be you, you know, depending, but it's like right in the center. So, you know, I do feel like there's the cup is being held right over the heart chakra, and then we have the moon illuminated here at the top. So I feel very much like this person, there's a lot of healing is what I feel like coming from this person. Healing type energy from the heart chakra, from the bold, you know, the boldness of the Sun, and then the quiet, more subtleness of the Star energy here. That's a little bit different and out of the ordinary with the Aquarian energy. Put those back the way they were. I think that's better. Okay, so we also have the 7th chakra here, which is Archangel Uriel. All right, so I believe there's definitely something here. I mean, the 7th chakra is the crown chakra, so it's sort of the culmination of things. It's sort of like where the star water is held, actually, but that's a whole long story. So so I feel like this person is bringing you something that is of purity. All right, when we have the 7th chakra, because it's truth and purity and all of that. We have the Observer card here too. So there's something, you know, because that's the way I laid it out originally, and then I switched it. But I feel like because over here the telescope wasn't looking at anything, so I'm going to put it back the way I had it originally. I have the Observer, and the telescope is looking up at the moon, and if you can see that, but it's like looking also towards the Sun card. So I also feel like this person is very observant, like they see both sides of you. They see the bright, bold side, okay, like the Sun, you know, and the power and all that kind of stuff. But they also see that really tricky moon side of you also. I feel like they are very good at observing and noting things and, you know, that kind of deal. And I feel also too with Go the Distance, you know, the leopard is losing its spots as it crosses the finish line. So I feel like because of this observation from this person that they are able to help guide you to sort of make it to the finish line, you know, and not be so attached to certain things. And you know, the spots are sort of like dissipating and the person is sort of dissipating and not in a bad way. Like they're headed towards the finish line. They're becoming lighter. They're becoming, I don't know how to explain it, but it feels very positive to me, like what is going on here. And I feel it's because of I think that's their main skill, is they are able to observe both the light and the dark with the moon and the Sun here, in you. Okay, or in general, or whatever, you know, whatever, you know, that sort of thing. So I think that's what they're bringing towards you. So they might bring these things to light in different ways. Okay. Now we also have the card of acceptance. So I think that's a beautiful card. So I do feel too that, there is some sort of acceptance that is required here for both of you. Things need to be, there's energy, being exchanged between these two, and it's just whatever it is between you guys, there needs to be some sort of acceptance. Also, I note here too that, we do have sort of a little bit of a different culture thing going on here. Just, we have like kind of a different shade tone to the skin here and here. So it could have something to do with that too. Maybe your person is of a different culture and there could be some sort of acceptance that needs to be, observed there also. Now with Pillar of Light, this is a beautiful card. It says your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. Okay. So again, this is, what this person is bringing to you. They're showing you that your vibration is rising. You are the pillar of light. You are the oracle. So I think that's really nice. And then we have the card of realization. So again, a really look at the size of like that keyhole. It's huge. It's like the doorway is much vaster than you originally thought. And it's like you have this like a much more massive vision, out there into things, I feel. So I feel like this is very positive, that it's a very beautiful healing, very feminine with the pinks and the purples. And then over here, then, we got the blue, the mysterious and that kind of stuff. And then we've got the grounding, more colors here. So I do, I feel it's a very positive read. I think this person is able to see the truth of the good and the bad in you, but also to go the distance with the situation, and hang in there is what I feel. I feel like, the acceptance is here. And that you both are probably very powerful people, and with realization at the end, I think that's a beautiful card. Okay, so let's see, pile number 4. If you chose pile number 4, okay. 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 Okay, so if you chose pile number 4, what this person is bringing to you, this is a little more complicated, definitely. And we do have the card of mirror. So I do feel there's a lot of mirroring going on with this person. But the top line of cards, they're pretty tricky, all right? Because we have the 9 of Wands and we have the 5 of Wands. So I feel like because of their stubbornness, because of their passions, because of their problems, that sort of thing, that it's like bringing you to a place of where you have to defend the purity that's in your heart. Okay. And I feel it's like this person is bringing their long dragging kind of story to you, that it's like you want to help them from a very pure place in your heart, but it just constantly causes you to, because there's this constant volcano, in the background, and it just constantly makes you have to sort of defend things or deal with challenges, or put yourself in a place of having to compete with this person on some level to get them to understand, or to get them to not necessarily see things your way, but it's just like I don't know. It's a lot of long, drawn out stuff I feel that this person brings to you. We do have the 4 of Cups and the King of Pentacles here. So, I do feel like in the long run, this person, they will bring you some sort of realization. But the thing is, I think it's going to be realization that you need to, like that about your stability and about your place basically in the world. All right. So, you know, it's a good thing, you know, because a lot of there's good and bad things, you know, about some of these readings. For this one, I feel like this is very challenging. Like what this person is bringing you is a bunch of challenges, a bunch of like long drawn out stuff, you know, that it's like you just constantly have like things flying at you and there's this constant like volcano brewing in the background. So lots of obstacles, things like that, challenges. But ultimately, though, I do feel like because of those, somehow that has put you in a place where you realize that, and like you need to like sit with things and find your own kind of peace and purity with this white lotus flower here. And I feel like that will help you grow into your own stability for some reason. So it's like, I feel like this person is necessary, but I don't feel like they're bringing you like good things. It's just that what you as a higher person have done with this will make it be good things in the long run. I mean, there's something, you know, there's a lot of weird things here. So we have fork in the road in the center. So I feel like you are at a fork in the road. Like you need to make like a decision on how this is going to go. Now you have the cards of community and strategy on either side. So there could be something here where you may be working with this person. I mean, for some of you, maybe this wasn't like a love type question. You know, I don't know, because it's a little odd. I mean, it seems to be more like work related type stuff with money and things like that, with the King of Pentacles, community, strategy, all that kind of deal. But as far as love, I mean, it could have something to do with, you know, this person might have some sort of ties to community that are very appealing, or they might have a way of letting you into a community. That could be too. And now you're at a fork in the road of like, do I want to be a part of this? But I believe they've brought that to you. They've brought you to this position where you now are at this fork in the road of, you know, what is my place with the community? Okay. Or, you know, what is my strategy in this situation? So they basically put you in a position where you have to possibly make some sort of decision about, because this is a 7, so I feel like it's about like spiritual situation here, about what is your place in the community of things, okay? Or you need to strategize and come up with a plan. So I feel like they're putting you in a position where you have to either strategize this situation like all the time. Again, I feel that with this energy over here, or it's like, you know, or they can give you this place in the community or a sense of belonging or something like that. I just feel like you're at a fork in the road here where you have to, that's what they're bringing you. Like they're bringing you kind of like almost an ultimatum or a choice in a sense. So you have the cards here of nourishment and the unexpected. Okay, so I feel like, you know, there's this like kind of other vibe going on here. And we have the card of mirror here. What is triggering you? So it says who or what is triggering you. So I feel like this goes with the fork in the road. Like there's some sort of situation here that you have to identify, like who is triggering you or what is triggering you in this situation. Because I do feel like there's this nourishment and unexpected energy that is around you that is positive and is strong. But unless this is like identified, like what this is that this person is triggering in you, or who who is triggering you, whichever way you want to look at it. I don't know. I feel like with the strategy card, like they're forcing you into like a corner in a sense. And I feel like right now is very important because you literally, like they've brought you this. They've brought you to be in this place of being at a fork in the road of where you need to make a decision. So I'm going to put a card on each of these and see if I can get a little more, because it's a little tricky pile. This one's a little trickier to navigate about what they are bringing towards you. Okay. Interesting. So, okay, and strategy. The strategy, please. The strategy also features writing instruments and a compass and coins. So I don't know if that would mean anything to anyone, but okay, the Four of Swords. Okay, awesome. And then unexpected. Okay, all right. And justice at the bottom. Okay. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm not feeling that positive with this one. So with community, interestingly enough, I put the world card on top of that, but I put it in reverse. Okay. So it was in the reverse. So I feel like whatever they've placed you in this fork in the road, I don't think really either one of these is like a good choice, because community is, to me, I don't know, they look like sirens to me, you know, and sirens lure, you know, lure, is that the right way to say it? Lure people in. And then with the world in reverse, it's like, I don't know, I feel like they are trying to force a situation not to have closure so that they can keep a place in your community, is what I feel, okay? And then with the strategize card, you know, the Four of Swords is here. The Four of Swords to me is about meditation and going within. And then we have this journal, you know, and this writing instrument and this compass. So I feel like you need to strategize and meditate and go within about the situation, because I feel like somebody's kind of backed you into a corner here. And I feel like they're only doing that because they want to, they feel closure coming with you, and they don't want that to happen because of something to do with like a place in like your community, or like your aura, or your field, or your, maybe you you know, you do hold some sort of something within the community, something like that. So I feel like it's very important for you to strategize, but like have peace, you know, have peace with things, but like go within and really think about it and that sort of deal. Now you have nourishment here. So I feel that's good, because there's the, you know, the star water falling from the moon, you know, it's nice. So I do feel like there is some sort of, nourishment that can come from this community possibly, but it's not the way this person views it. Okay. To me, it has like sort of a lustful, greedful feel to me, whereas this 7, it feels like it's more like this is the nourishment, this is like what you need after strategizing and having this Four of Swords, and then I think you will decide, you will know like exactly like how this person is triggering you and mirroring you. And then you have the unexpected, and to clarify that, I got the Three of Swords. So I feel though, like in a sense that this is a good thing. Like, I don't know, I don't feel like the Three of Swords is a bad thing, because we have the Justice card at the bottom of the deck, which shows me, you know, this is karmic. This is a karmic relationship. And I feel like by stabbing this situation, kind of, you know, like plunging those swords in, it's like, which is unexpected. Like you would never think that you would have felt that way. But I feel like if you do, that it's like that's exactly what you needed to do to bring this to like karmic justice and karmic balance is what I feel. So I don't know. I feel like this person is bringing you ultimatum-ish type vibe. And, you know, I feel like out of all the piles that we did, like this is the one, like this is the person that like probably is not bringing like the best forward is what I saw. So, okay. So I'm going to leave it at that. And hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, please, you know, consider subscribing. That would be awesome. I'm going to be doing some more of these, and I will put it on a playlist. So once I get them, I have some others already that I've done. I think they're on the June playlist. I can't remember, but I'll try to put these all together. So, and subscribe and like would be awesome. So thanks, guys. All right, bye.